those letters, and in those letters he was apologetic, he was accepting responsibility, he was talking about how he'd suddenly come to appreciate the value of his family. So when he came out, I felt terribly sorry that he had nowhere else to go. He was still the father of my children, and I allowed him to stay. He slept on the couch, but I allowed him to come back into the family home. And wrongly, that was a facade. I learned after about a month and a half of him being out of prison, he could not keep up the facade, and he really hadn't accepted responsibility. He really wasn't sorry.
Sometimes people can't keep up the facade. They don't really accept responsibility,
that had been there before,
even if they've gone to prison.
Maya Angelou lesson.
I do. Yes.
Even if they've done some terrible things, but they have a family who they come back to.
So you had an epiphany about secrets in a relationship.
So you had an epiphany. She had an epiphany about relationships.
There's never just one.
No. If there's one betrayal, there's almost always
if there's one betrayal,
and
there's
so
bound to be
that lesson others
like that
too. The second time,
yes.
You allowed him
You realize the second time,
yes.
and you believe
the third time,
because you know what, when you're in prison, it's very easy to write
Of course, I would have shared. Yes.
Stop. Just gotta
how
stop
sorry you are,
trusting somebody who lies and lies.
I saw Jesus and everything. Yeah.
It's gotta be
You know, what else is there to do?
Well, I appreciate all of that now.
You appreciate that now?
Yes.
What else is
You're
there
saying that
to
you
do?
believed it at first.
What else is there to do?
What was hardest for me to let go
What
was not the
can
lifestyle.
be hard is not just letting go.
What was hardest for me to let go was the fantasy of my marriage.
The
I wanted
fantasy
to
of your
believe in
marriage.
fairy tale romance, that it was still
That
there and still
person,
possible.
That is such a brilliant thing that you're just saying, because I think
Before
for
they
so
went to
many
prison,
women and men too,
for things they did that weren't very good,
find it hard
very,
to let
very
go.
good.
What you really letting go
Society
is not what you had. It's what you had was a mess.
Correct.
What you're
You had
letting
a
go
family,
is
but
the
now
dream
you just have a
of what
facade.
you wanted to
That's
have.
how.
So it's letting go of the dream of what you hoped it could
Letting
be.
go of the
That's the
dream
hardest thing to let
that
go
you
of.
had
Yes.
of a
And when I
family
did let go of
together.
it, there was such clarity. There was
When you're
such
not together
liberty.
anymore,
I felt free to be myself and to
and
move
then you're
forward.
free to be
And
yourself
until I
and
got to
move
that
on with
point,
your
he was still
choices.
holding me back.
Just as it should have been
Would you say you were
before.
living in a fog?
Oh yes.
Living
Oh
in a
yes.
fog.
Yes, in two ways.
Living
Motherhood,
in a
I was in a fog
fog,
because
yeah.
I wasn't getting very much sleep with three young boys. And the fog of affluence. That it does, the fog of affluence. And so you lose touch. And for me, you lose touch with reality. But for me, I also forgot that, hey, you know, I'm an educated woman. I know how to think for myself. I know how to survive on my own. And I'd forgotten those things. And it took this tragedy to wake me up.
Would you say you lost yourself?
I did.
In the marriage?
Completely lost myself.
I know a lot of women
Yes.
watching you right now can get to
Yes.
understand that.
Yes.
How quickly do your rich friends leave you
Like that.
like that? That's what I hear.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.